Team Maml.
Hey, so we created a language that enables faster and more interactive development on the Arduino. It's a deeply embedded Python DSL that's semantically a lot more like C. So what happens is the code gets compiled into bytecode, select blocks, and that's sent to a VM on the Arduino, which executes the code.
All right, so I'm going to introduce some of the core language features through a small demo. What this code actually does is to controls a distance sensor that's attached to the Arduino. Here's the sensor, and it's going to blink this LED faster as you move closer to the sensor. Let's move back to the code. And so we organize the code into blocks. The body of the blocks is what's compiled to bytecode and sent to the Arduino. We can define a block as once, means that it's going to be sent once, executed, and then it's going to be removed from the Arduino. Chain means that it's entered into a main loop, and this block will execute repeatedly. And so once we define these blocks, we can then send them to the Arduino manually we want, or you can also automatically send them. So now, let's move right here. I'm going to run this program interactively. It's going to be compiled, it's going to look for the port, and it's going to send the code out there. Alright, so now it's running on the Arduino, and we're going to see how it behaves for the moment. Okay, so we move closer to it, blinks faster, move farther away, it starts to blink slower. Alright, now I'm going to show you how we can interact with the virtual machine as it's running. So first, we can set values that are on the virtual machine. So we have this value here, LED on. When that's 1, the LED is enabled, it can blink. And so here, currently it's on. We're going to set it to 0 here. Arduino.set, LED on to 0. It compiles that, and it sends that, and it turns it right off. And so now we can do that again. We can turn it on, and it blinks again. And now we can look up values that are inside the virtual machine environment. So we get this distance, and we use that distance from the distance sensor to determine how long we're going to delay for. So we're going to get that distance. So we could potentially write some application that utilizes it. So that sends it. This is actually some debug stuff. It compiles the bytecode and sends it. This is the value that it returns. We can see that more clearly if we assign it to something, and then we can get that value and we can deal with it. And if we move something closer to it, can you move something closer to that? Okay, now we're going to do that again, and you can see how that value changes. Now we're only 18 centimeters. Okay. So I think that wraps it up. Thank you.